2021 has been a absolutely busy, crazy year. I can't believe how much stuff we've gotten done in 2021. Hey, it's Ian from Equity Warehouse, and I just wanted to take the time to stop and take a look back to what we've done over the past 12 months. I said it earlier on the podcast in one of our past recent episodes that, it's very hard to look in the future and try to predict or plan out what you want to do. And it's always easier to look back and say, oh my God, I can't believe I actually accomplished all that. And now's a great time more than ever to stop and take a look and see what you've done over the past 12 months. I got a long list here, so if I'm looking away from the cameras, because I want to make sure I cover everything that I've written down, and I'm sure I still missed a lot of things that have happened over 2021. But first and foremost, there's no way that we could have done this without our team, and we wouldn't be where we are today without everybody on our team that helps us grow, run, operate the portfolio, and allows us to have continued success. So 2021 was a super busy year. One of the first things we did, we added a 10-unit apartment building to our Ransom, West Virginia portfolio that we have with Pete Belden. That brings our total out there up to 44 units, all done in less than a 2-year time period. That portfolio has been performing great out there. We look forward to adding more properties out in that area. We have a great manager on site. We have a good system in place now that we can plug and play. Let's see. Another fun one that we did, and if you would have told me 12 months ago that we were going to do, I would have said there's no way, but we added an AirBNB to our portfolio. Caitlin Matthew brought us a deal up in North Wales, Pennsylvania, our hometown where we grew up. We were able to utilize one of our private lenders to fund the deal. We got the Airbnb up and running relatively quickly, and we've been having great success. It's been a fun business to learn. It's a little bit more fun than our standard rental real estate, right? You're operating more of a business. So it's been a unique experience, and we look forward to adding more Airbnbs to that portfolio over there. Let's see. We added John Welsh to our team internally. John has come on board to be one of our maintenance guys. He's working side by side with Gus. Them guys get a lot of stuff done on a daily basis, making sure all the service calls are handled, keeping our tenants happy, and ultimately protecting all of our assets here locally. Can't thank them enough for everything that they've done. Our fun project over on Gaslight Square. While we did buy this in 2020, we didn't really cover it in a 2020 year in review because we only owned it for about 2 weeks in 2020. So technically, we'll call it a 2021 project. But that's our 80,000 square foot commercial property located down in Pigtown. Ryan Tucker's had his hands full. Our operations manager, call him our project manager. Ryan basically runs the show around here. But either way, we've had our hands full down there, stabilizing that property from the old ownership, putting new roofs on, ordering windows, getting the pointing done, trying to get new tenants. But either way, that project's finally going in the right direction. It's been a little stubborn. Everybody's dealing with supply chain issues. Costs are rising insanely high, very quick. But either way, we're having a good time down there and good traction that we should be getting a few more anchor tenants down there and look forward to how that project gets completed out. One of the biggest things that we did this year was able to refinance our 76-unit apartment building that's located in Northeast Baltimore. We purchased that property 16 months, so it's about 18 months ago now. In 16 months, we were able to refinance that property from the time we purchased it, renovated it, stabilized it, and put it into a position that we were able to refinance, return all of our co-investors' capital to them, along with some additional distributions, and ultimately stabilizing that property. If it wasn't for Ryan, Gus, John, and Raquel, who is our office manager over there, who runs that property, there's no way that we would even be in a position that we were able to refinance it, take advantage of the low rates that are in the marketplace today, and put us in a great position. And ultimately, what that did was a lot of our co-investors from that deal came out, and we bought, as a lot of you guys may know, if you've been following some of our stuff as of recent, our 3-property, 250,000 square foot self-storage portfolio down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where we had a few other storage properties. That was a $11.1 million purchase. The total project cost should be right around $12.5 million bucks. That property's been fun so far. We've owned it for, at the time of this recording, about 60 days. The improvements have been everything that we expected to be or more. Seeing where the rent rates are going, seeing what it compares to the pro forma. I have a special video going out to our investors to walk through all of that good information here in the first week of January, and then I'll share it with everybody else of exactly what's going on over that portfolio and how we're increasing the value down there. And ultimately, that something when we talk about looking back and looking forward, if you would have told me just a year ago to where we are today, that portfolio down there in the Baton Rouge area, everything that we own just in the Baton Rouge area with that purchase puts us right around 350,000 square feet, all within a 2-hour radius of Baton Rouge. And again, this goes back to executing, educating, having a plan, going in, doing the right thing every day allowed us to purchase that massive portfolio down there and create something in a very short period of time, giving us a massive stronghold in that marketplace, allowing us to have the scale that we need to operate in that location. And then finally, the biggest thing that happened this year, and still, if you, again, even looking in the future, trying to plan this out, there's no way that I could have ever said, this is going to happen. But me and Dan and I, as my wife would say, because I don't use the best English, but Dan and I were able to retire early from the Baltimore City Fire Department. It was our dream job. If you would have told us we would have been in a position that we were able to retire from the success of our real estate business, I would tell you no way. Everybody has hopes and dreams that that's the way it's going to go. But when that became a real thing, it was eye-opening to stop and take and look back and say, wow, look at all we've accomplished over just a 7 or 8 year time frame, right? Like, we started in 2014 and we're coming out on 2022, and in just a short 8 years, what we were able to do and how quick we were able to do it is still insane to me, and forever grateful of it. But again, either way, me and Dan were able to retire from the Baltimore City Fire Department early. Yes, all the firemen that are watching, we quit, I know. But for us to mentally cope with it, we call it retiring early. And I'll tell you what, that career, a lot of skills that we learned over there translate into the way we operate our portfolio today. And, from dealing with the people of the streets, contractors, tenants, vendors, any of that stuff, people skills that you learn, dealing with everybody in the streets at the fire department, to having some sort of structure and regiment, put us in a position where we are today. And with that being said, I just want to leave you guys with a small little goal for 2022. Since this is the year in review for 2021, our goal for 2022 is to execute on all the new projects that we added in 2021, remain opportunistic for 2022. And I know I put it out there on one of our recent Zoom calls, is that in 2022, consistent content from me. So please hold us accountable. If you're not seeing consistent content from us, hit me with a message. Hit us up on DMs on any of the social sites, or send us an email, ian@equitywarehouse.com, and say, hey man, you said you were going to do content. Where's the content if you do want it from us? So that's one of my business goals. On a personal level, I have a goal to get my private pilot's license, so we'll see how that goes. And in the end, I hope everybody had a great 2021. Looking forward to everybody's 2022, and we'll catch you guys here in the new year shortly.